Hello all, this is Zimnala coming at you with a new adventure in the Planet Crafter. We're gonna be picking up where we left off. It's been a few days, but yeah, we're heading back in. I tried to give some time for them to work on putting out a patch because a lot of people have been having trouble with crashes since the last major patch, and as you can tell, I was one of them, so you know, I just waited for a little bit of a stabilization and hopefully it's better. We're gonna find out. This could be a real short, or it could be pretty normal. Pick up where I gotta figure out where I exactly had left off. We're heading towards the very final stage of this, so it's kind of like whatever we want to work on. Which is funny because we haven't actually set up a single animal enclave at all, and we're already almost there. Got plenty of butterflies though. We were liking that. We were having fun with portals too. But yeah, we're gonna start sorting stuff out. Let's figure out what we want to build. Yeah, did I ever actually get to the point where I could make like an actual like animal enclave? I don't think I actually made that stage yet somehow. Wild, there's actually like several things that unlock that we haven't done in terraforming, which is a ways away. Got the last of this. Is there another unlock screen that we could look at? Oh, it's over here. Okay, yeah, there's stuff we haven't unlocked. Oh, you got jetpack behind animals? That's funny. Interesting. But yeah, we're nowhere close towards actually setting down some of these things. Interesting, interesting. Well, we do have more things that we can unlock, that's for sure. What did I want to work on, though? That's the real question. So, we were organizing some things. We were also exploring some places. Since I'm not sure exactly what I want to do, let us just go on a bit of an explore mission. Let's head on out, have fun inside another one of these. I assume this is a new one. I usually set up a new one, so let's just go have some fun. Maybe if we don't do anything too serious, the game will just be okay. This is cool. I don't think I've seen this particular type of planet. It's got a bunch of sand balls. It's a pretty cool looking generation. Usually not too much up high, but you know, yeah, there's a wreck up here. Ah, interesting. There's probably another way around. Alright. Oh, is this just a way up that's easier than what we did? Maybe. Yeah, it looks like that was the way that was intended to get there, but who takes the intended way. So how about we come look at this right here. We're gonna of course come up here and look to see if there's some hidden like treasure chests up here, but of course there isn't. But there is a treasure chest over here. But we're gonna go check out that wreck. Get the goodies inside. Bam. If I place it here, will it let me place this down? Yeah, I will. Sorry for messing up your computers, guys. You don't mind a truck dropped on the infrastructure, right? Okay. That's kind of a weird way to get in. Almost usually nothing just sitting out in the open. I don't think there actually can be anything sitting in the open, to be honest. And these don't really spawn with treasure on them, so... They always have like a path up and around. I'm starting to recognize the building structuring logic. The treasure is usually randomized. We've gotten all the blueprints though, so I don't actually need to collect them right now. There's another copy of that one. That goes down and around. Yeah, I guess that's the path. Okay. So far, no sign of like a power thing being the case or anything like that. Oh, we didn't bring an access card either, but they gave us one. That's right. They always give you an access card if there's going to be a door that here's a sign that there's going to be a power. Anytime you see something like that, you know there's going to be a power door. But we haven't seen it yet. I'm going to guess it's down the other path. This looks like this is a dead end. Make sure there aren't any random blueprints that I'm missing out on. That's gonna need us to come back for it. I gotta remember there's one that way. Blue vines, I guess. That was one we didn't actually have, maybe. So we're actually pretty much full. Let's go return and drop off stuff at the place before we go any further. Fortunately, this place has not been very complicated. This is where we were at. Yeah, this is how you get the posters, it looks like. So you have to basically scour a whole bunch of wrecks to get all the posters. This place just keeps going and going. Access keys. Let's see. Yep. This is gonna fill us right up, probably. Anything we could want. Got the light box. Don't need to worry about that. Don't need extra blueprints. We've already got an extra at home. So unless they add new content, we're not gonna need it. If we need it, we could just conversely just make more of these to go into, so like we don't need to stockpile. And that'll open any of the doors, and we've only seen one so far, so things relatively simple. That's the way back, I think. Let's go somewhere else. This is the way back, okay. Wow, are we gonna have to return again? It's crazy. Still more places to tear down the walls of to get in. I guess we were just gonna sell these anyway, so we don't need to worry too hard about carrying them. What about upstairs? What's going on up here? This is a way around to a little room. So we already have that recipe. These little bonsai pots are really, really funny. Everything from this corner, I think. There was one other door that we'd opened that we need to figure out which way down that was, but other than that, I think we sorted things out. I think this is it. we're good. To mosey our way out. There could be a second wreck too. We are gonna take a peek around. If we see anything juicy, we'll pop out, empty our truck, and come back. I think we're too full to actually take on a full second wreck. Why is that so just way too bright? It's a bit extreme game. Gonna scour the perimeter and look for anything else interesting, and then we're gonna head out. Look at you being a fancy thing we can open from only one angle. What's up with that? See what's on top of here. I don't expect it to be anything too amazing. But part of me always wants to look, you know? It does just keep going up. Because I don't think we'll get much fancier. I'm just starting to stock up on some of the normal seeds. Eventually we'll just start planting trees to move the terraformation along, but as long as we're still looking at stuff, it really doesn't matter too much. The actual final terraformation will not take long at all. I think we've seen what we can see. Give me something I can actually put stuff into. Bam, bam. actually, most of this is gonna get emptied out anyway. Our drones will take care of this. So let's take out things that they won't take care of. Let's get out our posters. Get out the seeds. I mean, it will take them a while to empty it, but they are doing it. We can also drop off the extra here. Come look at what we have posted here and see which things are new, which ones aren't. Yep, so that's another one for the Sharky. Snooper, you got the Sharky. So yeah, we're gonna have to start expanding this into the next gen. That's fine. And we got the Alicia. Okay, so let's come look at this stuff to see what we've sorted out. Do we have room to put more in this one? This one? No. So we're putting aquarium stuff over here, right? And this was some of our overflow. So we're gonna actually get rid of this as best as we can. The problem with that one is it's not going to go somewhere easy, so we're going to have to consider that. What does the next one need? Some titanium. Was it 3 supers? We'll have to go find those. I think it's easier to get them up here at this point. Figure out which side I stuffed them in. This is temporary storage. I just need to move all these tree nonsense into here. I can do what I wanted. You're so close. There we go. So now we need to consider making a bunch more. Of those. So what do those need? Again. Where are you? Oh, they're down here. Okay, yes. So this needs circuit boards and super alloys. Okay. That is certainly not enough of them, but that's enough to get started. 14 or so of those, so that would be on this side. I think that was correct. Let us continue. Alright, let's start from this side. So we're gonna start off with the least useful thing. Tree bark. It'll get its own room though. The next is gonna be obviously lerma seeds. And then we're gonna go through all the flowers. The trees will be down here. Shanga seed. Pestera seed. Nolna seed. Nope, that's not how the words are. That's also not how to spell it. We'll get there. Okay. Tuska. Orema. Volnus plant. Golden seed. Snepia seed. Borrelia seed. Okay, that should be the full original gambit. It should have let me build one more. So, I don't know what kicked me out at that point, but we certainly have that. I think I'm low on circuit boards though, so we might still need to do more runs. Let's just... Or we could, conversely, we could go off to some of the other places we haven't, like, researched, explored properly, which is like the underground sections. So, we have some options. That tells me that was full, which means I can just pop it off into the ether. I don't see anything new in this lineup, so I don't think I need anything else currently. So let's go grab some more food. You know what's right? It actually is still harvesting for us, so I'm gonna have to come grab a snack this way. If I remember which direction I put the snacks. So, bam, get in my pocket, snack on another one. Okay. Alright, where do we want to explore? Have we not finished out? So I'm thinking that we're gonna head over to finish the refinery area, right? So and then I guess we head towards not the big tall refinery, but maybe underneath the trees, because it did say there was stuff under the trees that that the last survivors were dealing with, so halfway towards this, so we're gonna go on a journey. I'm gonna save it just so in case it crashes, so we don't have to come all the way back, but like most of the treasure chests that are around these, we never actually looked inside of. Oh, hello you larvas. You're just chilling. I'm not too worried about them. I also never really explored if there's anything going on under the surface of most of these lakes. But these right here are going to be little frog places, and you can get frog eggs at them. And I think these little pools are really super cool. Even if you don't really get anything from them, it looks like. I think they look really cool. Look at you just being a frog out here in the open. Uncommon or uncommon, I'll pick it up. It's nice to just see them chilling around though. Yeah, we're slowly making our way towards those mushroom caps though. I think I got most of everything that was actually a note in these buildings. You know, I'm on the surface, let's take a look. I think I looked inside these, and I think I got anything I cared about at the time. I biggest things I tend to grab are just things I don't want to make, so... Like, I could definitely set up things to make, like, all those fertilizers and whatnot. I kind of don't feel like I need to. I feel like we're gonna be a-okay just grabbing them as we go. Well, next time we will, that's for sure. Oh, I set this to collect everything? That's very convenient. Okay, well that saves some time. It'll grab what it wants to from this. We set all these to be given places. I'll pick them up here if they want me. This is gonna make it a little inconvenient to look around here, you know, when we were traveling around here before, we were just finding like those cosmic quartzes or whatever, just chilling in places, so I think we need to do a more full recognizance of this area and just look for stuff like that. Clearly there's something going on in this area. So, just do a fly around in the area and look for stuff. That was the way up top, whereas the message was actually underneath it that you need to go, so it's fun. Maybe we just go up and see what's up top, see if there's more like cosmic things or whatever at the top of this. That'll get us circuit boards at least, although I don't. I could probably make as many circuit boards as I want to at this time, but you know. basically checking out the ones I don't think I looked at. If that makes oh, you can climb right here. Oh, that's cute. There are climbable ones. Yeah, I don't think I'd been up on top of this one. That's why I was checking. It doesn't really look like there's a lot going on top of this one. But maybe there's pads on top of most of them, you know? Oh, there are some on top of this. Okay. That wasn't crazy to come up here. I'm still not 100% sure what we need them for, but they seem to be relatively uncommon. So let's gather some. That one does seem to be taller than the average one. I don't know if that's important, but we will look at it. These crystals are pretty cool looking. I'll try just getting on top, see if anything seems to be at the top of them. I don't expect it to. Getting up there is not especially likely to be easy though. So. I mean, if you bring enough iron, you can get on top of anything. You just gotta build those stairs. Suspect you are meant to specifically climb this, but yeah, who is going to stop us? We're gonna give it our best. Look at us clipping through it. That's fun. It just tells me that maybe it doesn't consider the actual middle of this real, if that makes sense. But you know, we got up here. We didn't take no for an answer. That one I don't think is real. I don't think we can do that one. But, you know, we got up here. there were some of our original staircases up. I suspect you're supposed to climb these, yeah. Like I said, I don't take no for an answer, so. I get to stuff when I want to get to stuff, not when the game tells me I can. I think I have that one. Crystals on top of this one anyway. Might have mostly explored this full area. There might still be a few crystals around. There's a couple of areas we didn't quite reach. I think they're offshoots of like this. This will lead back to the central plaza, so maybe they would be up in that one. But I'm gonna say we actually go back to the central plaza, back to our base, and come back with teleporter stuff and make a base at the bottom of this area. I just didn't consider that the first time through when I came out. We're gonna drop off the circuit boards. We'll build stuff with those later. that's sorted. Now we've got to consider what we want to do. So we're gonna need to build a base. So let's get some of the minor degree stuff for that. So next we're going to need whatever we need for a teleporter. Most of the base elements we need. You're gonna need zeolites. One super osmium. Not osmium, super alloy. Bam. In our pocket. Okay, so we have what we need for a base, we have what we need for that. We could go back and make a teleporter. That's easy peasy. There's anything else we need to do. That's pretty much what my plan is. Now, is it easier to reach from here or from there? It actually is probably pretty similarly distanced, to be honest. I started the other way so that I could explore on the way there, but this way is probably just about the same distance, to be honest. As you can see, some of the trees we planted over there are growing naturally now in places. That's why I planted like one of each one. So you will start seeing them all over the place. Picking up a little bit of each of the things that I would otherwise have to build, if that makes sense, or find. And I'm sure we won't have everything. Like, we'll still have to do a little bit, but not nearly as much looking. Like, from here, we could look to see if maybe some of... I'm seeing if there's any treasure chests just kicking around there. Oh yeah, but this right here connects right up to the top of those rocks, so maybe we didn't explore this side, if that makes sense. So I was gonna see if there was a couple of crystals just kicking on this side. We also did not fully explore the place below this either, though. Like, we kind of went up, but there were other directions. see, I didn't really see any sign of there being anything up here, so that is what we were looking at. We were determining that. There are some like weird mid-level areas. So trying to see if there's anything worthwhile on this particular level either. Trying to see if there might be something underneath these, but it just looks like random pipes. Now they said something about maybe sewers or something underneath the... So that's why I thought there might be something to do with these pipes, you know? Some long shadows to be cast, so... I also think that those crystals would glow, so if we're looking for more crystals, this might be a way to find them. Just come here at night, poke around. We are gonna do a peripheral check, basically. About this section with butterflies, but I don't see anything. Look at you, you're an aminal. You're the first aminal we've seen. Hello there, buddy. Actually a pretty big dude. I don't think I've seen this one before. Look at him. Oh, and you're another aminal. Look at you. You look doofy too. Oh, we got aminals. More doofy aminals. Get ourselves a bunch of random trades. No more sign of the crystals on the periphery, so I guess we'll go down the middle and look for something. I haven't really seen anything that looks like it's access to the sewers, if that makes sense. So. I do know that there were some caverns, though, that were underground, and maybe they're what they're talking about. I think specifically what it said is look for us under the mushroom rocks. So deep I can swim in it, but not deep enough to look under it. Hilarious. We're swimming. guess under the rocks is closer to like this area over here and not over there, but this goes up to what, the refinery? No, it goes up to the center. Okay. We're gonna stick to this section that's right here, that's like right underneath there. We're gonna look for something that looks interesting about this. If I can't find anything for a few minutes, I will go back and read the logs again, because they're in the transmissions thing. But I swear it said it was like right underneath the rocks that we were supposed to be looking. I guess there are more rocks over here. This looks like a thing. I think we found it, guys. Alright, well this wasn't exactly where I expected it to be, but you know. To join us, you'll need to show some sense. We don't need idiots, and those dim-witted guards will never find the object to place in this terminal to open this door. In a wax palace with golden cells, I sleep lulled by the buzzing of winged fairies. I cannot fly, but one day I will, when I leave my bed to become a sun gatherer. Oh my goodness, we need bees, not the bees. Alright, well, we have a place, we have a plan. We're actually probably able to make moves. That's why I didn't want to place this down until I figured out where we wanted it. Name this. Oh, it's a super alloy one. I don't need more super alloy. That name could change, but I'm just calling it that because it's funny. Right. I like how the world's still shaking from the other side of it, even though all the impacts are happening over there. we're gonna go make some more. Just making some more. Came out perfectly. Okay, then we can pick up where we had left off on the naming scheme then. Itera tree seed. Linifolia, tree seed. There's also not going to be enough slots for all these, by the way. Tree seed. Allegia tree seed. Humalora tree seed. Amora tree seed. Pleom tree seed. Soleus tree seed. That's not where I'm clicking, game. Shriox tree seed. Rosea tree seed. That is the vast majority of them, though. So, yeah, I'm aware. So we could just keep going up. We could do that. We could go out. We could go up. We have many choices. What do I want to do, though? Problem is, if I go that direction, it might actually conflict with the biodomes or whatnot. So I'm thinking I go in these directions, and I'm gonna have to move my posters, but that's okay. So let's go and get that process underway. So in that case, we are going to need tree. I'm thinking titanium, we're gonna need 4 pieces. That doesn't even count the big rooms, that's just extending these out. Oh, wrong button, okay. Or we could just leave the posters here as a physical block, that's funny. Who knew that you could make curtains out of posters by just leaving them up? I think that's funny, I might leave it. I think it's hilarious, actually. Mirror full up. Did I put some on the side too? I thought I did. Where did I leave them though? That's the better question. I thought I had some on the side. Thought I had one on the side. Didn't I have one right here? Did this one just disappear? Aw, man. Did I lose one? I think it ate one of my posters. But why would it eat that one and not the other ones? That doesn't make any sense. Well. Oh, it's over this way. That's right. We don't have enough to make more currently, so that'll be more exploration another time. So the final thing I'll do before I take a break is I'm gonna actually reset our portal because we didn't do that. So I like to leave this thing settled out. So let's get out our crystals. Oh, I didn't put the right amount left back in. I might not need them though, so let's get set up to do it. So we want a 5 and 2 again. As long as we have enough to open it, it's fine. Gonna make sure we got stuff in our pocket for eating. Cool. Awesome. Well, thank you all for watching. I'm gonna take a short break and then we will carry on with our adventure. Thank you. Bye-bye for now.